Hi there, I'm Sam Owen at Hannapin Marketing. Welcome to another What Do You Know Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking all about the AdWords and Ad Center exams. Just give you a basic run through of what you need to study and how it will go when you take each one. Now the reason I'm going through these with you today is because this week has been my exam week here at Hannapin, and I've just taken all 4 of the AdWords exams and the Ad Center exam this morning. So I thought it'd be a great time to just give you some feedback and let you know what I think would help you guys out. So some basics of the exams, start with AdWords. So it's $50 per exam, but you can get some vouchers online, particularly if you are account managers with big accounts. Probably ask your Google rep and you'll probably get some. You can't pause these exams, that you get 2 hours for each of the Google ones. And you need the fundamentals and any one of the 3 specializations to get accredited. Google's exam program locks you out of your browser, so you can't cheat and look at another browser. And if you do happen to fail, you get 7 days to retake your exam. So, or should I say, you can retake your exam in 7 days. So what are the benefits of passing these exams? Well, firstly, you can get a cool little widget to stick on either your personal site or on your company site, say you're an accredited professional, which is good obviously when you're showing it to clients. And then also you're listed on either Microsoft or Google's accredited professionals pages. So again, just prospective clients can search for account managers there, and if you've passed your exams, you'll be listed. So we'll start with the fundamentals exam. I've been doing PPC for a little while, so this wasn't too tricky. You get 2 hours, it's just under 120 questions. You need 85% to pass, and it expires every 2 years. Like I said, if you're experienced in PPC, you shouldn't need to go over too much, but you do need to have a firm grasp of all the basics. So make sure you go over kind of account creation, and just everything really. The Search Advanced exam is 2 hours. I think it was 113 questions, and you need 80% to pass. And all of the Advanced AdWords ones, they expire every 12 months. So I've been kind of foolish and sat them all together, which means next June and July I'll have to have a busy week again. But we kind of recommend you take them maybe a month apart if you want to pass them all, so that you're not bogged down with work next year in the same week space. For the Search Advanced, make sure you're up to date on quality score, keyword types and bids, invalid clicks, AdWords tools, the AdWords editor, and one thing that caught me a little off guard was just some of the ins and outs of the MCC account and user privileges. The Analytics and Reporting exam was 2 hours again, 100 questions, you need 75% to pass. And this was the one I personally found the toughest, just because I hadn't used Website Optimizer that much recently, and while I'm experienced with analytics, I haven't done too much work with regards to setting up things like profiles and setting up new analytics accounts. So I definitely recommend go over all of Website Optimizer if you're not 100% confident with it. Make sure you know how it interacts with analytics and what codes you need to put down. And then, like I said, for people like me, make sure you know how to set up the basics of profiles, filters, and goal tracking on analytics. And then obviously conversion tracking with that one too. The Display Advanced exam, once again 2 hours, just over 100 questions. So make sure you know all the fundamentals of display advertising for this. It kind of goes without saying. The differences between the content and search network comes up a lot. The types of ads you can use, so which image ads you can use, where you can use video ads, when to use the display ad builder and why, and then how text ads can be used with the display network too. Make sure you know all the targeting methods for display ads, so like placement, contextual, interest category, topic. And then also, the one big thing that came up here that kind of threw me off guard a little bit was the YouTube advertising side of it. So make sure if you don't do much YouTube advertising, you do go through the Google Learning Center and just really study up on it. They'll ask you a lot of questions about the different types of ads available, when you can use in-stream ads, when you can use in-video ads, and what the requirements are for each of those. And make sure you learn about reserved media buys too, because that question came up for me, and we don't do any reserved media buys yet at Hannah, so that's probably if you're a bigger agency and you want a run of sight on YouTube, and maybe you want the whole homepage to be your Coca-Cola or a giant electronics company. And then, so that's the ins and outs of the Google Ads. And then I took the Ad Center test this morning. You actually get just over 2 days to pass that one. You can log in and out anytime. There's no real pressure. It doesn't lock out your browser like Google does. And you only have 100 questions, so it's ever so slightly less than the Google one. And like I said, again, if you're experienced in PPC and familiar with Ad Center, you should be able to get it first time. There's quite a number of basic questions in there. But then just make sure to spend a few minutes going over some of the differences between Ad Center and AdWords. There's a few things that caught me out, so I'll just share those with you. The dynamic ad insertion parameter stuff, I hadn't done any for a while, so just had to kind of rack my brains to remember that. And the Ad Center desktop, they asked quite a few questions about specific locations in there and what sections you would click in and use to interact with the program. So that's kind of, from my perspective, what I'd recommend you look at if you're an experienced PPC manager. The test itself is broken into 7 sections, so it's introduction, getting started, targeting, tracking and performance, billing and budgeting, and then the desktop program. And like I said, again, it's pretty straightforward. There were some needless specifics, so if you do want to, you can have Ad Center open or Ad Center desktop open to do this exam. It's $15, but if you sign up and do it before the 30th of September this year, you can get it free by going to advertising.microsoft.com/free-accreditation, which I recommend you do now rather than spend the money later. And like I said again, if you lack confidence in any of these exams, perhaps you get nervous doing tests, the best thing you can do, there are a few online testing things. The one we like to use here is called iPass. It pretty much replicates the exact AdWords tests you can do, and it is a little bit expensive, and we'll put a link to it on the bottom of the page here. But yeah, it'll give you good confidence if you can pass that, and I'm pretty confident you can pass the other Google tests. So I've been Sam Owen with another What Do You Know Wednesday. Hopefully that should help calm some of your nerves about the AdWords exams, and if you have any questions for me, just put them on the bottom of the page. Thanks.